So about a month ago, uh, I was having dinner with my parents, as I usually do. We were having chicken pie, uh, and it was horrible. It was there was no the supermarket had brought out what was supposed to be like a new recipe. But what they basically just done is have the exact same thing except with no chicken in it. It was just gravy and pastry, and we were eating the chicken pie, and we didn't say anything for ages. We were just eating it, like, keeping our heads down, because like we all just assumed, well, we must have just gotten the bit without the chicken in it, and everyone else is having a wonderful time. And I think it's gonna sound weird, but bear with me. I think that might be just about the best metaphor for this decade that we could have. Because we were all eating the pie, and none of us were happy with the pie. None of us liked the pie, and we were just staying quiet, because obviously it was just our personal grievance with the pie, until eventually, uh, I think it was my dad just was like, there's just no chicken in this pie. This is a shit pie. This is a bad pie. And all of a sudden it was like, oh, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who doesn't like the pie. And all of a sudden Mum was going, oh yeah, I thought I was the only one who just didn't have any chicken in it. I was going to keep my mouth shut. And then I was like, well, I never liked the pie in the first place. I was just eating it because that was what was on the plate. And all of a sudden we were starting to talk about what else we could have instead of this damn pie. And like that's sort of what was happening this decade. We were all just eating the shit pie, and all just keeping up and shutting up and all that, until eventually a few of us did just start saying that we don't like the pie, and everyone was starting to agree that, yeah, this is a rubbish pie. We don't like this pie. Can we have a different thing that's not this pie? And what's happened in sort of the latter half is like, some people, probably the people who baked the pie, were like, no, no, it's a good pie. You like the pie. Stop talking the pie down. And so they just started just just shoving the pie down all of our throats, just really forcing this pie into us. But here's the thing. As unpleasant as that is, having pie shoved down your throat, as bad as that is, once it's been said out loud that the pie is bad, that that's not something that can be unthought, and that's not something that can be reversed. And so, as we're lying back, our throats being just stuffed with underwhelming pastry, we're still thinking about alternatives to pie. We're still thinking about, what else could we have? Maybe some pizza, or maybe fish and chips, or couscous, or, I don't know, egg and bacon. all these different alternatives, because now that we've acknowledged that we don't want the pie, it doesn't matter how badly the pie's getting forced on us. We're not silent anymore. We're not just passively eating the pie because that's all we've got. And what happened in real life was that, it was around Christmas time, and Mum had a lot of stuffing left over, and she was like, I could make something more of this than just stuffing balls. And so we had, a couple of days later, just stuffing as a roast dinner, and it was lovely. And it sort of occurred to me, why do we wait till Christmas to have the stuffing? Like, this is not a unique thing, and it was just this whole new dinner that was that wouldn't even have been thought of if we hadn't decided that we don't like the pie. And so, yeah, have hope for the 2020s. Peace be with you. Hopefully we can find something else other than pie. Oh, what is my brain? Happy New Year.